Jason and Lakeith. Husband and wife here. This is definitely is what I always forget this, but it's love. No, it's faith, hope, love, and relationships. For some reason, I just cannot remember that whole sequence. I know the words, but like definitely like just in order. So anyway, we decided to make a part 3. We needed to make a part 3 of our story to share some insights and just things that you can do. So picking up off where we left off, for me, I remember after meeting her, the first day that I met her at that park, that night, God told me to marry her. I know, it's crazy, but the very first day, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? Marry her? But I believed him, and I was like, okay. Like I didn't even know too much about her at this point. Just think about how crazy this is. Like somehow, some way, God knew that we was going to make it to the point we are now. But on the first day that I met her. So the thing is, when you're dealing with God, and if you're going to do it the way that we are telling you to do it, you got to understand that God already knows all things, and for me, that's something I learned with my relationship with God. It's like He tells you the craziest stuff. At least for me, He does.
And that's where the open-mindedness comes
yes.
in too. Definitely.
Because you gotta have faith. Like, I'm like, wait a minute, I don't even know if this girl really like me. Like, I like her, but But the thing about it is, the crazy thing about it was that she was everything that I prayed for. Like when I met her and see my wife, I know she's probably gonna laugh when I say this, but it's the truth. I gotta tell you guys the truth, and I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna be raw with y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. See, one of the things I prayed for to God was one of the things. I'm not just me. I know I'm not one of the only guys out here that care about this. There's a lot of guys out here that care about this feature on a woman, and that's the booty. And I prayed. This is what I specifically prayed for. I prayed for. I was like, you know what, Lord? Since I'm praying, I want a woman with a good heart, one that believes, in you and believe in Jesus Christ, and I want, I just want a woman with a big booty. I want to go bigger than ever. I want to go. I'm going big. If I'm going big, I'm going big. So I feel like I felt like, let's just get the biggest one I've ever had out of all my relationships. That's what I told him. And the crazy thing about it is, here she is sitting right next to me. Now, of course, we could show, but then it's like, I'm not gonna put my wife in. She's not gonna have it. But my wife is definitely stacked for sure, and she has a great shape. She really does. She has a wonderful shape, and that's what I've always loved. Hold on for 1 second. This camera is messing up. Sorry about that. Okay, I got it adjusted. I'm just gonna hold it. Okay, so for me, that was important to me, and it's crazy because God actually listened to that and He actually delivered it. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the most remarkable things about God, is that He will listen. And I remember, to tell him a story real quick. I remember some guy on a court. I think me and you was watching it one day, and he asked God he asked God for a big booty white girl, and God gave it to him. He said it in court, and I was laughing like, yep, God will do it because He did it with me. So I know He don't just do this for me. This is something like, because He made women for us. So don't feel bad. Like when you praying to God and you asking for whatever you want, don't be scared to pray to Him about certain particular parts that you would like. Right. Because remember, He made the human body. He made everything, every part. So there's no need for you to be ashamed about asking for, a particular part on a person. It's Go.
Yeah, but I think to also be open, because he's not going to just give you what you want. He's going to give you what you need too. Exactly. So it's not all about me, me.
Right.
So.
It's not just about just you, because there were some other things that I prayed for too. But then it's like he didn't give everything that I expected to be, but he gave me enough, and he gave me some surprises too. There was a lot of things that I was like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing, God, and so that's the thing, because God, his job is not just to give us what we want. His job is to teach us and to educate us, so you got to keep that in mind. Otherwise, you'll be like a lot of people who I've seen who God have put in their lives, and they just, oh no, that's not for me. And they wonder why they can't find, they can't find their soulmate. A lot of times they already have told their soulmate no. And, and that's something you don't want to do.
Yeah. I mean, because I can say too for myself, I wouldn't like if I was to see Jason out in the street or whatever, if we ran into each other at a mall or whatever, I don't think I would have approached him like as far as like, like the body type and I wouldn't have, but I was open to what God was going to do for me and what he was going to choose for me. And that's why I speak again, I know I've said it in previous videos, how it's important to be open-minded, because it's not just about looks, it's not about all that,
Right.
It's not.
It's really not. You have to look at what's the most important thing, and that's what God had to teach me as a man. It's like, okay, you've been dating all these dime pieces, all these perfect looking women, but then look how they treat you. Look what happened at the end. You end up with nothing. You end up with we're back being at the start again. So that's the thing about men. I think that's the biggest thing, is we gotta get over just the looks, because we so driven on looks. Oh, she gotta, she gotta look like Beyonce, or she gotta look like, she gotta look like this.
I think women are the same too. Like, they gotta have pretty boys. They gotta be a pretty boy, or they have to be a bad boy, or they have to be a certain type of man, or have a certain type of income.
You gotta be willing, because God would he'll throw a curveball at you on purpose, just to see if you're gonna say no to him.
Right.
Because that's how he works. That's how he works. He's always trying to teach us something. You have to be open-minded. Like, okay, this might not be somebody you generally will pick to date, or at least as far as looks, but then there's a hidden gem somewhere within that person. And if you don't stick around long enough, you would, you're not going to find out. So, that's pretty much what I have to say in this video, is just open-mindedness, because that's so important. If you don't do it, if you don't realize like how just think about God, and just think about how open-minded he is. He made black people, he made white people, he made Spanish people, he made so many different cultures. He made different animals. They all some look funny, some look cute.
People,
skinny people, fat people. It just goes on. Like, it's you can tell he's a completely open-minded being. That's who he is. So you have to be completely open. If not, don't even waste your time, because you'll end up telling him no, and then you'll end up doing what you want to do.
And I guess there are risks. I know we talk about God a lot, but that's because he is our foundation for everything. But I guess you can do it on your own, but to obtain true love.
But here's the thing. If you're looking for true love, how do you know someone? How do you gonna find out what somebody's heart is? Like, how do you know? How can you distinguish if a person is truly being real to you or not? These days, how?
It's true. You can't even tell a man from a woman.
Nowadays.
So how are you going to know somebody's heart?
Yep.
Only God knows.
Only God knows. And that's what you gotta understand. Like, we can give you guys a bunch of tips on, like, do's and don'ts, but a lot of people are already doing that.
Right.
I don't think I will focus on that.
Yeah. It's more of having God to
Yeah.
your head.
Let him lead.
Let him lead
Yep.
and let him direct. But be open and be ready, because it may be something that you'll be like, what? Really?
Yeah,
Him?
right.
Her? Really?
Yep. It may make you laugh, but
Yeah.
you know, and the thing is, you don't do that. You respect the fact that
Right.
God answered
Right.
you in the first
And
place.
who are we to question God? He don't make
Exactly.
no mistakes.
He don't make no mistakes. He never makes mistakes.
Yeah.
We the people, we the ones who make mistakes. And that's why, speaking on that, I want to speak on something briefly before we close this. That's why I understand this saying that church people, they say, I was telling her about it recently. They say, oh, they give Jesus the will. Like, oh, when they can't handle things no more, oh, give Jesus the will. And my thing is, well, why Jesus didn't have the will in the first place?
Right.
Like, he's the one supposed to be leading. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He
Like,
would have it in the first place.
yeah,
You would have never
exactly.
had to give him the will.
And chances are, if you giving him the will, it's too late by then, you know.
Right.
So anyway, that's just my thing. There's a lot of things you will learn here from us. We don't
Yeah.
follow like what the world does. You know, I follow what God gives to me and what He teaches me.
Right.
And
it's all personal preference. This is not about trying to get nobody to
Yeah.
convert. You know,
None of
trying
that
to get
stuff.
it's
Just-
you
it's
do
just
what you
being
wanna do
wise.
with it,
That's it.
But we're just sharing what worked for us.
that's it.
That's it.
So I guess that's it for this video. In the next video, I guess we're gonna start talking about. What do you think we should talk about in the next video?
Maybe some tips.
Yeah, I think tips. That's a good idea. Tips and just for dating, for just dating. Okay, and for like getting yourself ready for dating. Yes, you do need to get yourself ready for it. So hopefully we'll have some good. Definitely, I know I'll have some good tips, and I have a lot of experience. She has a lot of experience. So
And we'll be doing videos individually as well.
yeah, definitely. It won't always be us together, but we'll try to be together as much as possible in these videos. So anyway, that's us, Jason and Lakeith. We're signing off. God bless you. Until next time. Bye-bye.